Hello, my name is Luke.
And I'm Victor.
Today, we're going to tell you a very interesting story.
That's right, my friend. We are going to tell you the story about how we arrived on Sodor.
And what an amazing story it was.
It all started a long time ago. It all started when I was being sent to Sodor. I wasn't always a red engine like I am today. Once I was a yellow engine, and I spoke a different language. This language is called Spanish. We sailed for many days over many seas. Before we reached Sodor, we made a stop, and a small green engine joined me on the deck.
That's me! I am the green engine.
Hola, ¿a dónde vas? ¿Vas a Sodor?
I didn't understand what Victor was trying to tell me.
What I asked Luke was, "Hello, where are you going? Are you going to Sodor?"
Though of course, I didn't know this at the time, since I didn't speak his language.
We were approaching Sodor, but a storm was gathering. And then, all of a sudden, my chain wheels broke. I was no longer held to the deck. I was now in danger.
I was very happy that we were arriving on Sodor. When we arrived there, I asked the men to lift me off the boat first. Take me off first, please, please. And the dockmen agreed, so they went and got me ready to be lifted off of the ship.
I tried to tell the workmen that I wasn't chained to the boat, but they didn't understand me, so they did nothing to help me. So Luke was lifted off of the boat first, and then he bumped into me. Since there were no chains to stop me, I slipped off the boat and into the sea.
I wasn't aware that Victor's chains were broken, so I thought it was my fault that he fell into the sea.
Luckily, I landed on a jetty, but my firebox was soaked, and because the weather was so bad, I was left there in the sea for a long time.
I was sent to the steamworks to get myself repaired, but I could only think about the yellow engine in the sea. After I had been repaired at the steamworks, I went to work at the Blue Mountain Quarry. But I didn't dare show my face out in the quarry. I was afraid that if anyone found me and learned about what I had done, I would be sent away from Sodor. I had heard that the yellow engine was rusted and ruined after he was lifted out of the sea, and I thought that he was sent to the smelter's yard. Luke, however, was wrong. I was not sent to the smelter's yard. I was taken to the steamworks and was repaired and I immediately learned their language. The first word that I ever said in this language was red. The reason for that is because when I was taken to the steamworks and repaired, I had to be repainted, and red was the color I chose. A bright new color for my bright new life on Sodor. One day, however, I was discovered by a blue engine named Thomas. He wondered what I had done that was really bad. I told him all about coming to Sodor and knocking the yellow engine into the sea. Thomas agreed to try and help me and figure out the whole story. I was very surprised when Thomas came in and asked me about fixing a yellow engine that fell into the sea. After he discovered that the yellow engine was me, I told him what really happened. But when Thomas came to tell me what Victor had told him, we thought that he told the other engines about me and that he had let me down. What was even worse was that a devious diesel found out about what had happened. But then Paxton the diesel came in and told me that I needed to get to the Blue Mountain Quarry as quickly as possible. Victor! Thomas says that he needs you to hurry to the Blue Mountain Quarry. It's about a green engine named Luke. Well then, let's hurry. I bet he still thinks that I perished after I fell into the sea all those years ago. Paxton took me to the Blue Mountain Quarry to see Luke, and there I explained everything. And Luke was happy, because now he knew that it was never his fault that I fell into the sea all those years ago. Luke, however, didn't believe me at first, since I didn't speak a different language, and that I wasn't a yellow engine. I, however, explained to him that when I arrived on Sodor, I then learned his language, and I was repainted red when Sir Topham had me repaired. Luke was happy that I wasn't sent to the smelter's yard. And that, my friend, is the whole story about how me and my good friend Luke arrived here on the island of Sodor, and how I was being worried over nothing.
He's a really useful engine, you know. Sir Topham Hadwell, he told him so. Now he's got a branch line to call his very own. He's the really useful engine we adore. He's the one. He's the one. He's the